Hey, my name is Jake, Davey the Flying Teacher, and in this training video I want to walk you through the 3C system that you can start using right now to bring in thousands of followers onto your Instagram account. Just 18 months ago we had 0 followers, we didn't even have an Instagram account, and now 18 months later we've managed to grow over 250,000 followers across the various different Instagram accounts that we run. How? Quite simply by following this 3C system that I want to share with you right now. If you're using it, chances are you're going to bring in hundreds, even thousands of new followers to your account every single month. If you're missing out, you might be behind the curve, and you may well be missing out on thousands of new followers for your account, who ultimately can turn into new clients and new leads for your business. Let's jump in and take a look at those 3 strategies right now. So every time we go onto Instagram, we always keep in mind this 3C process, and it's these 3 elements which are so very important and so vital to bringing in an engaged audience, to building a community around people who are really excited about the content that you're sharing and the value that you're giving. So every single time we go onto the platform, we always keep these 3 in mind: content, consistency, and community. And I want to walk through each of these in a little bit more detail. So content, first of all. Now, you're looking for high quality content that other people want to see. It's not necessarily about what I want to share, about what we want to share from our own personal life or personal story, whatever it might be. The way that we get engagement, the way that we get growth on the platform is by giving other people what they want to see. Now, this is a great example of an account. These guys are called the Dry Bar, and they've got a consistent, what you might see is a consistent theme running throughout their account. And this is a perfect example. The theme you've probably picked up already is the yellow color. And if you go to their account, then you'll see that yellow color consistently running through each of their posts. And it's a great sort of theme that they've created, and a great identity that they've created for their account. And that clear content strategy, that clear sort of content theme runs throughout, and it's very clear that you're seeing content from them. The audience knows exactly what they can expect. Another example here is one by Frank Bod. Frank Bod are a skincare company, and they used, I think, like coffee beans is almost the product. I don't know a lot about it, but I know the fact that they use coffee beans, and they consistently have either coffee or the beans or the product itself running throughout their feed as well, and it's very consistent throughout. So again, if you visit Frank Bod, then you'll see that consistent theme where they're consistently or regularly using the coffee beans. They've got the product in there. The other thing that these guys do as well, which is really good, is they have what we call user-generated content. So the examples that you can see certainly on the left-hand side and in the bottom left, so the left-hand side with the woman kissing, and then the left-hand side with the woman holding the packet. Both of those are what we might call user-generated content, and that actually means that these pictures have been taken by the person who's actually bought the product. So they've bought the product, they're taking a picture of themselves, and then they're sending it into Frank Bod. And then Frank Bod are just saying, thank you very much, this is awesome. All I'm going to do then is we're going to keep collecting all this content that all of our users, all the product users are taking photos of themselves, and we're going to share that across the platform, which again gives massive kudos to them. There's a great example of this, and the biggest example of this that you can think of would be somebody like that action cam company that we all know so well, the action cam company being, of course, GoPro. Now, if you go to GoPro on, I would say not just Instagram, but on any of their social platforms, pretty much all of their content is user-generated content. They've got people who are out skiing and surfing and skateboarding and jumping out of planes and all these different action activities and high adrenaline sports that they're doing. And all they've done is they stuck the camera on the front, they take the video, they take the photos, and then they share it with GoPro. So GoPro never has to go out and create its own content ever again. It's done by all the users, which is so very powerful. Think about that for your content. How good would that be if you're in a position where for your product, your service, you've actually got users of your product and service generating content for you? That is absolutely unreal. So if you can get to that stage, that's a really good example as well. The other place that I would direct you to is the line you can see at the bottom of the screen here, which is at Hootsuite Showcase. And if you go to Hootsuite Showcase, these guys have collated, I'd say 12 to 15 different Instagram accounts that they like, and they've all got a clear, consistent theme. So they've taken like 9 to 12 different images from say 15 different Instagram accounts, and they've collated it all in one place. So you can get a really good idea of different themes, different content strategies that you might have for your own accounts. Really, really good, really, really useful. All right, let's move on to the next C, and the next C is community. Instagram prides itself on its sense of community, more so I'd say than Facebook or Twitter or even LinkedIn. There's a real feeling of community, and where other platforms perhaps can be a little bit negative, there might be, at times a little bit of a toxic environment almost. Instagram generally seems very, very positive. It's very supportive, it's very positive, but the engagement between followers is very, very big. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can do that. First of all, responding to comments on your posts, on your videos, is a really, really important thing to do, because if people are taking the time to comment, then you want to make sure you're taking the time to respond and get back to them. That's the first thing. Equally, direct messages is a great way that you can engage people on the platform. You can now reach out to anybody on the Instagram platform, send them a direct message, and you can start to build relationships with them. That's so useful. If you know who your audience is, if you know who your customers, your ideal clients are, then you can reach out to them on the Instagram platform and start to build relationships. The desired outcome that you're looking for, it's not necessarily to make sales on the platform, but it's to start conversations. It's to move conversations with the right type of people. It's to start networking. You want to build trust with your followers, and of course, you want to grow your audience. So that is C number 2, and that is community. Something that Gary Vee, and just touching on direct messages a little bit more, Gary Vaynerchuk, chances are you'll have heard of that guy. Gary Vee talks about Instagram being, or direct messaging on Instagram being, as he said in the first line, the single biggest networking business development opportunity of the decade. Right now, you can message anyone on the platform. Soon, chances are that it will be restricted. There might be restrictions, but right now, you can message anybody on the platform. And what a great way to start engaging with your audience and build relationships. Unbelievable. Okay, this is how you get there. This is how you would set up a direct message. And the beauty, as we say, is that there are so many different ways that you can respond. So from your home screen, you would then click in the either in the number or in the paper aeroplane icon, which takes you into your direct messages. It looks similar to Messenger or WhatsApp on your phone, or similar to your emails perhaps. But the range of ways that you can respond to people is massive. You could send photos, you could send videos now, up to 15-second videos, or you can write a regular message. But the engagement and the possibility to build networks and to start reaching out to people is absolutely awesome. So I would definitely recommend that you jump in there as well. And then C number 3 is consistency. And consistency is just as important as the other two. Ultimately, it comes in 2 forms. 1, consistency of content, and 2, consistency of your activity in your posting. So we talked about content already. Here's a couple more examples. You can see the dry bar again on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, the consistent theme with camp vibes, where every single place they go, they seem to have this cap which comes over the top of the screen. Again, it's just something so simple, but it just shows that consistent theme. And I would almost suggest that the simpler the better for your content theme. The second one is in terms of your activity and posting. Now, it's very, very common, particularly on a personal account, when we're using it for personal use rather than for business use, that you might use social media where you kind of, let's say, for example, you go on holiday or you have a fantastic weekend away. You take loads of photos of your great weekend away. You take loads of photos of having a great trip, and you post them all on social media on Monday and Tuesday. You upload like 30 pictures onto social media. Wednesday, you're really busy. Thursday, you just don't get time, so you don't post on Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, you've got a couple more pictures that you want to put up. Now, from a personal use, fine, that's fair enough. But from a business use, that means that the way you're posting is up and down, up and down, up and down. And there's no consistency there. Now, if you're a business, one of the big things that you want to do is build trust. And trust comes from reliability, being reliable and always providing, always being there on time, delivering what you say you're going to deliver, and being, ultimately doing what you say you're going to do, to be reliable. Reliability comes from consistency. So if you can be consistent with how frequently you post and the type of content you post, you then become reliable. If you become reliable, then you will be seen as trustworthy. And as soon as you can be seen as being trustworthy to your audience and your ideal clients, then that is ultimately how you're going to move people towards a buying decision. So there you have it, the 3C process of content, community, and consistency. All equally important and all absolutely vital when you're looking to grow your audience and also move people towards a buying decision on Instagram. Okay, there you go. That's the 3C system: content, community, and consistency. And those three combined are the most important things when used together that will guarantee you're bringing fantastic growth for your Instagram account. You might have already known about all three. You might have known about one or two of them, but whatever it is, by using all three combined, that is guaranteed to bring you the best results moving forward. I'd be keen to hear some feedback and let me know which of these 3 C's are you going to start using right now. Pop in the chat box below. Is it going to be content? Is it going to be the community you focus on? Or is it going to be consistency with your account? Let me know if this has been useful for you. And of course, if you want any more information about the programs and the courses that we offer, all you need to do is head over to jakeadamdavey.com and you can find the full information there. Thanks, and of course, if you enjoyed this, pop a comment below and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.